Before I begin, if stories like this resonate with you, please subscribe to the channel. And when it's over, I'd really like to hear your thoughts in the comments. Your words matter more than you know. The text came in while I was basting the ham. Thanks for yesterday. I can't stop thinking about you. It wasn't from me. I remember the exact second my phone buzzed on the kitchen counter, screen lighting up between the bowls of deviled eggs and the stack of pastel plates I'd bought just for this Easter. I stared at the message longer than I should have, my thumb hovering, my mind scrambling for a reasonable explanation. Maybe it was meant for someone else. Maybe I was misreading it. But the sender's name, Mark Work, hit like a punch to the ribs. I locked my phone and told myself to breathe. The oven hummed. The house smelled like cloves and brown sugar. In an hour, my entire family would arrive. And somehow, despite the tightness in my chest, I still checked the rolls, set the table, and tied the stupid little ribbon around the centerpiece my wife said was too much. I did everything. I always did. I paid for the groceries, planned the menu, cleaned the house until my knuckles were raw. My wife, Emily, had been overwhelmed with work all week. I didn't argue. I picked up the slack the way I had learned to over the years, quietly without asking for credit. By noon, the doorbell started ringing. Laughter filled the house. Coats piled up. Compliments floated past me like background noise. No one noticed I hadn't sat down. No one asked if I was tired. Emily floated through the room in a way I hadn't seen in months, light, distracted, her phone always face down. When I caught her smiling at it, she looked away too fast. "You okay?" I asked softly, handing her a drink. "Yeah, just tired," she said, already turning away. I watched her from the kitchen doorway while everyone ate. She barely touched her plate. Mark wasn't there. He was a coworker, married, someone I'd met twice at company events. A guy I'd never worried about. Now I couldn't stop seeing him everywhere. In the way she laughed too hard at nothing. In the way she stepped outside to take a call and stayed gone too long. I told myself I was being paranoid. Easter had always been hard on me, trying to be perfect, trying to be enough. After dessert, my brother joked about how lucky Emily was. "Man, you hit the jackpot," he said. "He does everything." Emily smiled. She didn't look at me. That hurt more than I expected. Later, when everyone finally left and the house went quiet, I stood at the sink scraping plates while Emily showered upstairs. The silence was heavy. My phone buzzed again. I wish today had been different. I hate hiding. My hand started shaking. I didn't scroll. I didn't dig. I already knew. When Emily came down wrapped in a towel, I asked her to sit with me. My voice sounded calm, which scared me. "Is there something you want to tell me?" I asked. She froze. Just for a second. Long enough. "What do you mean?" she said, defensive already. I turned my phone toward her and unlocked it. The color drained from her face. "It's not what you think," she said immediately. The oldest line in the book. "We're just close. Work's been stressful." I nodded slowly, then explained the messages. She sat down, head in her hands. For a long time she said nothing. Then she whispered, "I didn't mean for it to happen." That was the moment something inside me cracked. She told me they'd started talking months ago. Long lunches. Late meetings. Compliments that filled the space where our conversations had thinned. She said she felt invisible. Unappreciated. I almost laughed. "I cooked for 30 people today," I said quietly. "I paid for everything. I planned it because you said you didn't have the energy. And you felt invisible." She cried. Said she never meant to hurt me. Said it didn't go that far. Like that was supposed to comfort me. Said she still loved me. But love shouldn't feel like this, like being erased in your own home. That night, I lay awake replaying every memory with a new filter. Every late night. Every canceled date. Every time I told myself I was asking for too much. In the days that followed, we talked. Really talked. She admitted she liked the way Mark made her feel seen. She admitted she hadn't thought about the cost until she saw it on my face. I didn't scream. I didn't beg. I just listened, and with every word something heavy lifted. Not because it hurt less, but because I finally saw the truth. I had been shrinking myself to keep the peace. Measuring my worth by how useful I was. Letting being needed replace being loved. A week later, I told her I needed space. Not as a punishment. As a boundary. She asked if I was leaving. I don't know yet, I said honestly. But I know I can't keep living like I don't matter. That was the turning point, not the betrayal itself but the moment I chose myself. This Easter didn't end with forgiveness or fireworks. It ended quietly, with me packing a bag, with her standing in the doorway, realizing too late that being taken for granted still counts as losing someone. I don't know what the future holds, but I know this. Doing everything for everyone doesn't mean you're valued. Sometimes it just means people get used to your silence. If you've ever felt invisible in your own life, I want you to know you're not crazy. And you're not alone.